Hello grade 8, how are you today? It's me again, your teacher in MAPE, Ma'am Reina. For today's lesson, we are going to talk about gender and human sexuality. You are expected to do the following. First, discuss basic terms in sexuality as an important component of one's personality. Next is explain dimensions of human sexuality. And finally, analyze the factors that affect one's attitudes and practices related to sexuality and sexual behaviors. Sexuality is natural and healthy as part of life. It is everything about being a male or female. It is the most important aspect of masculine or feminine identification. It involves the name given at birth, toys played with, clothes worn, the friends played with, the roles and responsibilities at home. Sexuality provides a sense of self-worth. Here are the terms that we need to study and analyze. The first one is sex. Sex is biological basis of being male or female. Sex is either two main categories, male and female, into which humans and most other living things are divided into the basis of their reproductive functions. The second term is gender. Gender is a social concept of how men and women should think, feel, and act. It refers to the femininity or masculinity of a person's role and behavior as defined by society. Gender is also either of the two sexes, male and female, especially when considered with reference to social and cultural differences rather than the biological ones. Next is gender equality. It permits man and woman equal enjoyment and human rights. There is gender equality when people of all genders have equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. Next is gender role. It refers to the set of roles, characteristics, and expectations of how a woman or a man should feel, think, act as influenced by parents, peers, and society. It is the role or behavior learned by a person as appropriate of their gender determined by the prevailing cultural norms. And finally, the term sexuality. It is defined as an integral part of what we do and who we are. It is the way in which we experience and express ourselves as sexual beings. It is the total expression of an individual's self-concept. Sexuality is all about your sexual feelings, thoughts, attractions, and behaviors towards other people. Sexuality is diverse and personal, and it is an important part of who you are. We have here the dimensions of sexuality. Let's try to identify what dimension of sexuality is being described. First one, the way you look as a man or as a woman. Correct. It is physical self. Next is the way you think as a man or a woman. Correct. It's mental self. Next is the way you interact with others. You got it right. Social self. Next is the way you feel about yourself and others. That's right. It's emotional self. And last one, the way you value a relationship is the ethical self. Sexuality means you have to be aware of yourself better. As you grow older, you will experience a range of social, emotional, and physical changes. As these occur, you needed intensive knowledge on how to deal with your attitude and behavior. Sexuality refers to your attitude and behavior towards yourself. Be aware of the following and answer through your thoughts. Sexuality towards yourself. How you see yourself, how you think of yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how you love yourself. Sexuality is best understood through the help of other people around you. Sexuality refers to your perceptions, feelings, and behaviors towards others. Sexuality towards others. How you see others, how you think of others, how you feel about others, and how you love others. The way you see yourself is influenced by many people. It is important to maintain a good relationship with others. They will support you and give you confidence, provide companionship, and keep you from being alone. Healthy sexuality encompasses the following characteristics. Self-love. Your acceptance to yourself. Self-love means having a high regard of your own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. Self-love means not settling for less than you deserve. Next is self-knowledge, your understanding of your feelings and your character. Self-knowledge means knowledge of one's own sensation, thoughts, beliefs, and other mental states. Next is self-confidence, your awareness of the things that you can do well. Self-confidence is a feeling of trust of one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Next is self-respect, your regard for yourself as a worthwhile person. Self-respect is a feeling that one is behaving with honor and dignity. And the last one is self-expression, the way of showing your individuality in expressing yourself as a man or as a woman. We have here the factors affecting sexual attitude and behavior. We have self, media, family, culture, and peers. Healthy attitude that can influence sexual behavior. Which of these do you possess? Self. Appreciates own body. Takes responsibility for own behavior. Knowledgeable about sexuality issues. Family. Communicates effectively. Able to express love. And performs duties at home. Peers. Express love and intimacy in appropriate ways. Have the skills to evaluate readiness for a mature relationship. Interact with both gender in appropriate and respectful ways. Respect both gender in all aspects. Gender and sexuality are two issues that affect your life as a teenager. These two concepts have some of the greatest impact on how you view yourself and deal with other people, especially with opposite sex. Sexual feelings are normal and healthy. As teenagers, you will experience a heightened desire to explore your sexuality, which is again healthy. Managing sexuality-related issues should be founded on values, particularly self-respect and respect for others.